Welcome to your water element flow. So let's begin by being seated upon our heels, but really any comfortable position where you can sit comfortably with your spine erect is perfect. And let the palms rest upon the thighs, elbows soften, the shoulders to flow down off the ears as the crown steadily grows upward away from the seat. Invite the eyes to close. Take a couple of rounds of your breath. And then bringing your hands to touch your heart. Paying attention to your energy. What is the dynamics, the quality of your energy, or perhaps what's the pervading emotion that you're sensing right now, and picking that apart a little bit and noticing if there's an emotion that's making itself known, what energy does that have? Slow, fast, unsteady. And so today we're flowing like water. And the feel of water is this flow, this current of energy around the body. So see if we can move to unstick like a dam, like these little rivers in the body, if we can work to clear away so that the rivers can flow more freely, giving health and vitality to the body once again. And then slowly open your eyes. Let's open with the Om. Inhale, circle the arms over the head, touch the fingertips. Om. Om. Rest the hands onto the body in Yoni Mudra. Float the hands back to the thighs. And then exhale, send the heart forward. Inhale, bow and curl all the way back up. And I'll move profile again. So you're bringing in some spinal waves here. And the current at the moment of your river is steady. It's not a stagnant pool, and it's not a fierce white water ride. So the start of the class, we're just stirring up some movement. Eyes can be open or closed. If the eyes are open, let them be soft. The muscles around the eyes soft. Slowly come all the way back up. And then peacefully slide your hands on the floor and pour your body onto your hands and knees. And we'll move through some cat-cows, thinking about initiating the movement from our tail. So as we exhale, let's begin to round the spine, but anchor your monkey's tail down between the knees. Let the head drop. Inhale, release the tail first, and let that spinal wave move steadily up the spine into the crown. And then repeat this wave-like spine and breath in your own sweet time. Again, the river is steady. Where's the stream? We're at the very start of the river. It's just a trickling stream, peaceful, pure. And then slowly, when you're ready, coming to stillness, rock back into Balasana like we did in the earth practice. Forehead touches the hands. So we're still honoring the earth. And then send the hands forward. So moving through a water vinyasa today. This time, inhale, round forward. You can separate the toes, parallel the shins. And then exhale, let your tail be the thing that sends you back. And repeat that in your own time. Inhale, tidal wave spine, shoulders on wrists. Exhale, gliding back. This time, inhale, come forward. And as you exhale, elbows back, keep the heart slightly raised as you come through your half chaturanga. Fingertips touch the floor, elbows up. Plant your feet, so still that earth down through the feet and legs. And then inhale, come up to a comfortable position. Your back is happy. Remember, you're the charioteer of your energy. And then begin serpent-like. Close to the earth or further away from the earth. Sway side to side. So flowing like a river again here. Maybe allowing the shoulders to roll, the head to roll, eyes open and closed. So exploring what range is there available to me right now. And then exhale, coming down. Hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes. And then slide back onto your knees, come up. We find our intention, or your Ganesha Mudra, and come up. And then pulsing here. Yeah. And actually, let's add an arm vinyasa. So exhale, send the elbow to one side. Inhale, come up. So it's like you're on a kayak. You can even do a kayak mudra, like this, kayak mudra. The ancient kayak mudra. And then maybe you just stay upright and find revolve in the torso. So it's like you're on your raft, and your raft is on steady water. You're in pursuit of your goal or whatever your intention is. And then coming center. And then let's bring the hands to the lower back. Heels and the hands touching the sacrum, that place where the water element resides. And then as you exhale, shift back onto hands and knees. Tuck the toes under, pad back. And then have your feet as wide as the mat. If available, heels and the hands graze your mat or floor. Let the head go. Mine's lifted for sound purposes. Flow from side to side, swaying the body. Then come center and slowly make your way up. That feels nourishing to your spine. Inhale, make a big circle over the head. Touch the fingertips, heels of the hands apart. And exhale, press the hands down. So you're really connecting back to earth. Hands touch. Let's inhale, sweep them forward. So we practice this in the earth flow. Inhale, arms up. Keeping here, or maybe exhale, adding a little bit more fire to the proceedings. Inhale, touch the third eye center. It's like standing pranams. So meaning you're honoring your practice. You're honoring the energy that resides in you, that resides in all beings. Oh, one more exhale. Inhale, coming all the way up. Maybe lift the heart. Exhale, press the palms down. Touch the body. Shifting to the center of the mat. Turn the heels in, toes out. And we now acknowledge as you pulse the legs. So keep that in that flow of movement as we acknowledge the elements. So you can keep the pulsation going or hold a steady seat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Touch the thumb and index finger and repeat lam. Lam. Sorry, ring finger. Inhale, flow the arms up. Touch the pinky and thumb for vram. Sorry, vam. Vam. I'll get there in the end. Inhale. Good. Let's do a different mudra today. There's so many different mudras. Let's do thumb and index finger touch for ram. Ram at the center, sacred fire. Inhale, reach the arms up. And it's yum, yum for heart. So curl the index finger in, touch your middle and your ring finger, pinky apart. And we go yum, bend the knees. Inhale, reach the arms up. Touch the thumb and middle finger for hum. Hum. So this is space. Inhale, reach the arms up. And let's make a lotus and Om together. Om. And then there's a silent Om. So that pervasive consciousness that ignites, that flows through everything. Slowly extend the legs. Parallel the feet. Step once again to the back of your mat. Bring your feet underneath your hips. Heels planted, toes spread. And then lay your hands on your thighs. And then exhale, finding those spinal waves, bending the knees. Inhale, rising up. And maybe the current is starting to quicken or become a little bit stronger. I can stay at a steady pace. This time flow all the way over your legs. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, let's crawl the hands into an all fours position. Drop the knees, anchor back. Find those flows. Inhale, rounding forward. Exhaling, swaying your hips back. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, shifting forward and come to your navel, come to your tummy. Hands to the floor outside the mat, fingertips up, elbows raised, ankle feet rise up. And then feel into your cobra variation. So your serpentine, watery, maybe it's a water snake. If you're a little bit fearful of snakes, insert image here. And then finding your still space. Maybe you come a bit higher. Exhale, release. Cobra or up dog. Inhale. Allow the spine to unfurl. Micro bend the elbows. Exhale, knees drop. Sit back upon the heels. Glide up, Ganesha Mudra. Come up. Stay in the Mudra mat. Maybe take your oars. Yes. I like to think Shiva Ray talks about her yoga mat like a raft. So you're like set sailing on your practice. I like that. Crossing the waters of your life. Sometimes they're turbulent, sometimes they're still. Sometimes life rushes at you at full force. And practices like yoga and any movement practice or mindfulness practice can really bring us back to center, can't it? Come center. Heels of the hands, or maybe even clasp the hands. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, spill forward. Tuck the toes under and glide into down dog. And you can explore some spinal waves here. It's a little rounding and opening of the spine until you find that you're ready to move in your downward facing dog. Full breath in, full breath out. And then from here, step the feet together. Inhale, let's reach up the right leg. Exhale, bring the knee in and step between the hands. So you're in a lunge position. Slowly lower the back knee down. And then inhale, sweep the arms up over the head. You can even touch your thumb and index finger together. Exhale, touch the earth or your props. Rock back on the heel. And then move through this vinyasa, this body vinyasa. Inhale in your own time. Exhale. Inhale, sweeping the arms up but descending the feet down. Exhale. This time, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, pull the hands to the floor. Tuck the toes under. And then radiate all the way up to a high lunge. Send the arms up over the head. And then bring the hands to prayer. at the forehead center. Option to bend the back knee if more comfortable on your lower back. And then inhale, lift your heart off your hips, off the floor. Steady through that front foot. Exhale, send the hands to the mat. Down dog, choice for flowing on your knees or in and out of plank. Inhale, shift forward. So be mindful of your wrists. Exhale. Yeah, find your flow, find your pace. And then when you're ready, come on to your plank position. Either come to the belly or hover chaturanga. Inhale, shift into up dog. Exhale, come back into your knees and up into your Ganasha. Slide up. Let's go straight into it this time. Well, you can do your oars, or maybe you want to reach round and take the heels or the lower back or clasp the hands. Fly the heart up. Wings of your heart, take flight. Exhale, come center. And sweetly draw back into down dog, feet coming together. Inhale, lift up your left leg. Exhale, place the foot sweetly between the hands. Pause for a moment in your lunge. Lower the knee down. You can point the back toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Thumb and index finger may touch. Exhale, reach your tail back, sort of backing up on an angle. And then move through this watery sequence. Maybe, how would it be to let the head and the neck be an extension of the spinal waves? So we're not getting stuck in the neck. When you're ready, hands touch the floor, tuck toes and come up to your high lunge. Inhale, arms circle up. Exhale, hands press to the forehead center. And then lift up and over. So it's a high arc in the spine. Plant your front foot down strong. Exhale, hands to the earth. Come back into down dog. Inhale, spinal wave plank. Exhale. So again, you might be on the hands and the knees. So keep moving. This time, let's come all the way to the earth. Forehead touches the hands. Give your weight to the ground. So honoring the earth element once again, even though we're in the flow. Ignite a bit of fire for our rolling planks on the forearms. Sphinx pose, shoulders on top of elbows. Exhale, root to rise. Inhale, flow down. And you repeat that. Maybe there's an invitation to come off the knees if your lower back is happy. Yeah. Maybe you're hovering in your plank pose for a few breaths. Maybe you're holding your Sphinx more today. Wherever you are, come back to Sphinx. And then release down, Cobra or upward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, knees down, lift the navel. Glide back. Come back into your mudra. You can be here, maybe even come back to your intention that you set if you did the ritual practice. If you're incorporating that in, you take your hands and rest them here. Come back to your heart's wish. Staying here or coming up, moving through your dundas, maybe you're going kayaking, or perhaps you're lifting and reaching back into your camel. Coming back to center. Slide the hands along the mat, down dog. Exhale. Feet coming close, inhale, reach up right leg. Maybe even bend the knee and open the hip this time. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Lower the knee down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, rock back. And then crawl forward, come back to your high lunge. Inhale. This time, let's come to warrior two. So flow the back heel down. Reach the arms out. Let's straighten the front leg for Trikonasana, triangle. Shorten the stance. You can touch your thumb and index finger. Inhale, reach up and back over the back foot. And exhale, send the right thigh up into the socket, back into its home. And then bring the hand to the shin, block, or maybe even the earth today. As long as you don't feel like you're rounding or compromising. You can even allow the top hip to roll forward a little bit if that's more comfortable for you. And then from here, exhale, send your hand down. So you're closing a little bit down towards the floor. And then inhale, sweep up. And then adding the eyes, so looking at your hands, yes, it challenges your balance. Also notice, does it focus your mind like a fiery gaze? You know, like I've got my sights on you. And then inhale, come back up. Look down, soften front knee, and inhale, rise all the way back up. And then let's parallel the feet to your prasarita, and then sweep your hands down the backs of the legs. Maybe backs of the hands touch the floor, and like you were, as you sway side to side, let the head go. You can imagine like you're trailing your hands through an imaginary, or visualize trailing your hands through a pool of very clean, crystal clear water. And then come center, maybe take your toe bind or position of your choice. Let the head drop. And then walk over to the front foot. Lower the back knee down. Good, lovely. From here, heel toe the right foot out to the side, maybe mat width. Left hand under the shoulder. I'm going to slightly turn out my left wrist. Lean into the left hand. So you can take your right hand to touch the sacrum, that sacred bone of the body. Maybe if there's an offering or wish to go for the big toe side of the foot. And you can squeeze the heel in or radiate the foot out. And you can slightly drop the hips, lift the chest. Mindful not to bend or lock that left elbow. And slowly unravel. Good. And then sweep that foot round. And we'll come into either puppy stretch, which is the forehead to the floor, or maybe Anahata Asana, the chest comes to the floor. Be mindful of your shoulders. Flow into Sphinx. And you can move into your forearm plank if you're feeling quite fiery. Or maybe you want the water to cool the fire today and stay here in Sphinx. Exhale, take a rest pose. Make contact with the earth. Inhale, cobra or up dog. This time, let's come all the way back into downward facing dog. As we move into the left side, inhale, lift up the left leg, bend the knee and open the hip. Step the foot through. Drop the right knee and inhale, sweep the arms up, crescent lunge. Exhale, rock back, flow back. And then walk forward, steady. As you ground the feet, rise up, high lunge, inhale. And as you exhale, let's shift into warrior two. Organize the feet. Straighten the front leg. For Trikonasana, you might want to shorten the stance. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, can you keep the underneath waist long and luscious? Hand to shin, brick or earth. You can take your thumb and pinky finger together. Exhale, send your hand down. Good. Eagle eyes, inhale, reach up. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Steady in pursuit of your goal. Exhale. Inhale, pausing here. And then looking down, bending the knee to come all the way back up. And then prasarita on the other side, so I'll face you. So tipping forward, Once again, kind of instinctually, in your own way, sway from side to side. And then perhaps you want to stay in that sway vinyasa, or maybe you want to come into a forward fold still. And then when you're ready, walk face forward, drop the right knee. Heel toe the left out to the side. Right hand under shoulder. Find your sacred bone. You can stay here. Or take the big toe side of the foot, so the instep today. And then you can bring in or reach out. Smooth breaths. And then, like an arrow being released from its bow, shift back into all fours, coming into puppy or anahata asana. Take care of your body. Shift into Sphinx. And again, maybe you're stoking the fire through flowing planks. Maybe you're cooling the flames by staying in Cobra. Wherever you are now, come back into your full body prostration. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Maybe even invite a current of breath in the spinal waves in down dog. Feet together, inhale, reach up your right leg. Maybe you bend the knee and open the hip, and then let's step the foot between the hands. If you get halfway, you can use the hand to help you get the whole way. You'll get there. Lower the knee down. Here. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, flow back. Good. And then come back center. So from here, can you bring your knee behind your right wrist? And your heel's kind of in front or just underneath your left hip. And you might be here, so you're not in a big back bend. So dial out whenever you need. Those of us feeling great, come up, you know what I mean. And then taking the foot in both hands, or your variation of Kapotasana. And you're kind of kicking the foot in the hand and lifting the chest. Steady flow of your energy down into the legs, so we're still meeting the earth with the nourishment of the water. And then slowly exhale, release, and finding pigeon. So if this is really uncomfortable for you in any way, come onto your backs and do supine pigeon, which would look a little like this. Yeah. It does have a different sensation, but we're sort of in the same zone. And then wherever you are, come up, sweep the back leg round, take hold of the shins. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, flow into a spinal curve. Just to kind of release a little bit from that big old back bend. Last one, inhale. Exhale. And then cross at the ankles, move into your down dog. Or swing the legs around, whatever feels comfortable in your spine. Inhale, sweep up the left leg, open the hip. Pull the foot between the hands, knee down. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, rock back. And then coming forward, shifting the knee behind the wrist. Staying here, supported on the floor, or coming up and clasping the foot behind you. Kick the foot into the hand, so you're creating like a bow and arrow. Yeah. Flowing prana down, as well as up and out and around. And then release the arrow. Come into either pigeon or supine pigeon. Support your body with props. So respect your body, respect the vessel that houses this prana that we're working with. Take some full breaths, however that means to you now. Slowly come up and sweep the leg round, feet to the floor. And move into spine extension and flexion, massaging out any tenderness you may have felt there, if you did at all. Cross the ankles, shifting hands and feet, down dog. Those of you fancying a full vinyasa, inhale, plank, you go for it. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Walk the hands back to the feet, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, maybe you're wrapping your hands around your calves. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, press the hands down. Return back to source. Good, like we did in the earth flow. Exhale, squat. Go as low as feels, nourishing. You are your charioteer. So moving sweetly, kissing the earth, connecting to the sky, honoring these worlds. And then let's hold in your squat. So remembering we can be here in full squat. Remember we can be bum down, elbows on the inner knee. And there's always an offering for some movement for the spine if you want to stay in that flow, that current of energy. And then wherever you are, come to your bottom. Maybe come join us here. Yeah, wonderful. Bring the feet in. So let's stoke the fire. So we're going to get on our raft. So find your oars. And exhale, rock back. Inhale, lift up. So this could be your vinyasa, your movement breath practice now. If there's an inner yes, add some figure of eights. So you're on your raft once again, and you're sailing down the river. Maybe you're on some glassy sea, and you're just getting yourself out into the sea for some paddle boarding. And maybe you want to stoke the flame a little bit more by adding the lift of the legs, maybe the extension of the knees. So you're in full boat, but know that you always have choice. So go where you are, meet you where you are at right now for 3. Exhale 2. Exhale 1. Slowly come all the way back up and then release over the legs. Maybe you even want to just let the knees drop out to the side, Baddha Konasana. Clasp the ankles. Because there's quite a lot on the hips, isn't it? And then let's come into a forward fold. Let the legs go forward, knees can be soft. You can sit on a block or a cushion. And then graze or glide. Almost like the mat is slippery. So if it is your raft, some water's gotten in and there's this lovely warm liquid as you glide the hands up. Take a couple of soothing, cooling breaths here. Especially if this actually feels very fiery and it ignites some, this anxious, fighting energy that you might be receiving. So that might be a call to do less. It might be a call to surrender into where you are. And come up a little higher. And slowly come on up wherever you are. And then let's come to lie down for bridge. Heels underneath the knees. Ground the feet and then inhale, curl up. Let the arms reach over the head. And then maybe you're staying here, heels lifted, maybe you're interlacing the hands underneath you. Perhaps you have a full wheel practice you want to go into now. And slowly come down, or take a few more moments. Balancing twist, extend left leg, right knee in. Drop the knee over to the side, look up or to the hand. And sometimes it's quite nice to press the knee up into the hand and the hand down into the knee. Come center, other side. So balancing twist. Come center, and let's come into happy baby. So you can take behind the knees, the toes, the edges of the feet. Lengthen the length of the spine, so avoid sticking your bum up. So if you feel like this, you might need to bring the hands lower. And slowly getting yourself ready to rest. So feet can be on the floor today, or you can come into that star position, Shavasana. So if you wish to take a longer Shavasana, pause the video and find the video where I talk you through a longer closing. Those of us just here for a few more beats, a few more full breaths. Begin to wiggle fingers and toes. Reach the arms over the head. Bring the knees into the chest. Roll to one side and come up to a seated position. Stay in the sacred in your sacred space that you've created. Hands can rest on the heart. You can reclose the eyes. Observe your energy, your emotional state. Maybe as you move into the rest of your evening or the day ahead, see if you can flow a little bit more with ease into whatever is coming your way externally. So life happens, but how am I going to step up? How am I going to greet this thing? So if it seems like it's a hard-edged block or something that doesn't seem to have any solution, maybe like water, it can flow around the shape, it molds to the container it's in. So this is adaptability and creativity that this watery element can remind us that we innately are creative, adaptable beings, given the right fertile ground. And then let's sweep the arms over the head. You can open the eyes if you like. Touch the fingertips. Press the palms down and make an Om sound. Om. Bring your hands to prayer. You can have a little gap between the hands, like you were holding the precious seed of this practice that you've cultivated that hopefully in time will blossom into something quite spectacular. And with great respect and love, I honor my heart, my inner teacher. So you're honoring your innate creative spark and honoring the spark in every being. Thank you so much. So touch your forehead, touch your hand, touch the floor, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.